Hi, my name is Nadine Wakins, and I'm coming to you from Hendrick Hudson High School. Today, we will be discussing the $6.2 million bond proposal. With me is school principal, Mr. James Mackin. Good, how are you? So how will the bond be directly affecting the high school?
It's going to affect the high school in a number of ways. The first thing that the bond will address is some of the infrastructure issues that we've had over the years, wiring, our network closet, and kind of bringing those things up to date. Some of the more exciting things that it'll be addressing is kind of updating our computer hardware, machines within the classrooms and the libraries, and also bringing in some more laptop carts into the building. I think it's proposing 5 new laptop carts in the building, which will expose our students to that technology. And then the last thing that I'm excited about is completing the wireless network within our building. We partially put in a wireless network a few years ago, but within this bond we'll be able to expand that wireless network to the whole school, so students, staff can access their electronic devices anywhere in the building. So it's really exciting.
Thank you. Guiding us through this process will be Superintendent Joseph Hochreiter.
Oh, thanks for having me.
What kind of infrastructures will we be investing in?
There are 2 main infrastructure investments we need to make. One is regarding technology. We know that your life and my life and all the lives of kids in HenHud depend on good, reliable technology. Could you imagine what your life would be like if your internet didn't work or your cell phone wasn't working? Well, we've had those experiences at HenHud where the internet system went down, which means we couldn't communicate inside a school building, where we had no way of posting things online for information purposes for parents, or that we couldn't access a student's schedule or phone numbers in case there was an emergency. So the technology piece of our project is going to make sure that our systems work and work well. And these are things you don't see. These are things in the closets and below the ceilings and above, below the floors, to make sure our technology works properly and is reliable. We're also going to purchase more computers and more smart boards, because as we use technology more often, they break down, they don't work, and we have to continue to reinvest. The second big piece of this project are simple things like windows and doors and security systems. Septic tanks need to be cleaned out or replaced. So the second piece of the project in terms of infrastructure are sort of the day-to-day must-haves. It's no different than changing the oil in your car or making sure you change the batteries in your remote. So we believe that this project is very necessary. It's the simple, run-of-the-mill sort of things that make our organization work every day, and we hope that it passes.
Can you give us an overview of all the technology that runs through the infrastructure?
I would say everything, from the clocks on the walls to the buzzer system when you go in the front door. Everything relies on technology. So our security systems, that if the lights went off, floodlights go on, that runs through a system that relies on really good technology. How we communicate with parents on our website or through Facebook, or to send out emails or phone calls to all of our residents and our parents, that runs through a piece of technology. Our software to make sure that kids are in the right class at the right time and that parents can log on and look at grades through Infinite Campus, all of that runs through technology. What's happened, I think, in the last 20 years is all of the things that usually took batteries or that we would plug in run through some sort of computer system to make sure that, for a lack of a better term, the trains run on time. So if we don't have a very reliable technology system, that it works, that it's reliable, that when a storm comes our system will remain up and working, if we can't rely on that, then our district pretty much shuts down, and that's nothing any of us want to experience. So investing in rebuilding our technology is really a priority, because the rest of the district won't run without that.
Joining us now is Assistant Superintendent of Business, Enrique Catalan.
Hi, how are you? Nice meeting you.
Can you describe some of the new facilities?
Actually, there's going to be no new facilities. What we're going to be doing is repairing existing facilities and upgrading some of them. For example, in Blue Mountain Middle School and Furnace Woods, we use septic systems. Those systems are about 20 to 30 years old, so we're going to upgrade them, because under the new Department of Health, they are not in compliance. So that's one of the facilities upgrade. We're also going to upgrade some of the security in district-wide. We're going to add card readers in some of the buildings. We're going to add some doors, and inside the buildings, we're going to change locks for all the classrooms.
So what is the difference between this capital project and the one from 2011?
Thank you. There's a lot of differences. The first one and most important is that this is only the musts. We really are going to put money on those capital projects that we must do. Back in 2011, it was once. Back then, we wanted new fields, we wanted a new performance art center. In this case, it's only infrastructure and needs from the district.
How do you plan on financing this project?
The $6.2 million is going to be financed as follows. 10% of the project is state aidable, meaning that about $620,000 will come from the state. There is a special grant now that will give us another 10% for the security portion that we think it's going to be approximately $30,000. We just got a grant from Entergy for $20,000. Then we're going to issue 2 bonds for technology that it's going to be about $2.5 million, and that's going to be a 7-year bond. And then we have $659,000 from fund balance, and the balance is going to be financed from a second bond that is going to be a 20-year bond.
Thank you for joining us in today's episode of Inside HenHud, and I'd like to thank Mr. Hochreiter and Mr. Catalan. I hope to see you on the next episode of Inside HenHud.